Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know. And I am actually bringing some new content to my channel. I know, twice in 1 week. What are the odds of that? Anyway, I bought this a few days ago on the Steam Halloween sale. It was only like $149 or something after the sale price, and after selling several cards in my Steam inventory, I basically got this for free, so who can say no? It's called Dungeon Hearts. It's made by a group called Cube Root, or Cube Roots, one of the two, and it's a really interesting game. I will go into details about it once we start playing, but it's basically an action puzzle match 3 game like no other game. I mean, I have an original match 3 game of my own, but this one just completely breaks the mold. So let's get this thing started. Hopefully I'll be able to just do one run that'll last like 40 minutes and that'll be the video. I will say one thing, is that this game does not stop. Once you get it started, there is no stop. Well, you can pause it obviously, but the game does not stop of its own accord at any point. So at some points I may start to get a little silent. That's just me kind of going through the whole, I'm trying to survive motion here. But let's get this started. So, we encounter our first enemy. This is the Fate Stream. As you can see, there are yellow, red, blue, and green runes. You can put 3 of the same color together and click on them to create a striker rune. These are charger runes here. So you can click on a striker rune to attack. This is an enemy striker rune. If you line up one of your striker runes with an enemy striker rune, it'll break it. And also, if you line up several colors or several different of your striker runes, they'll chain up, which will cause a multiplier. One trick that they don't really tell you is that if you can manage to match up here we go. Manage to match up 3 striker runes of the same color and not have that happen where they get erased from being a dumb, it'll create a super striker rune which clears the entire board. I'm playing stupid, like seriously. So let's play Curse, ladies and gentlemen. So other than that, it's just standard RPG. You're trying to kill the enemy before it kills you. If any of your dudes die during battle, they will get revived with minimal HP at the end of battle. Here you're just matching up 3 of the same color. More than 3 does not count for anything. And for each match that you make, it will give that color hero a level up. Now each hero has different abilities. You got your fighter, you got your attack mage, you got your cleric, and you got your archer. And as you level up, your heroes will get different abilities. As you can see, we have a heal ability here. We're 1 level away from getting an attack ability with this guy. And for certain abilities, it will also clear out the Fate Stream when you use them, so it can be a good way to save yourself when you're about to die or about to get pummeled. Eventually, monsters will start getting enemy charger runes, yes, which don't do anything when they reach the end of the Fate Stream, but they do get in your way. You can clear them out the same way as an enemy striker. And there will also be some status runes that will come up. When they hit the end of the Fate Stream, the person on the other end will get a status ailment. Well, in most cases anyway. There is one that just kind of heals the enemy instead. And there we go. And I just like to kind of sort them out here at the end. There's no reason for that. As we change areas, the music will change, which is a nice little touch. Obviously the trick is, to inflict the most damage, you want to chain up as many chargers as you can. As many strikers as you can, rather. I do want to show off the Super Striker, which I almost showed off at the beginning there, but then... there we go. Then I just kind of derped out at the end there and wasn't able to show anything off. But this time I have shown it off. Now, another thing is, if you line up the same color charger with that color striker, it will add to your attack multiplier. Now, as you can see, the enemy chargers and strikers are getting kind of cracked. That is a sign that that enemy is getting ready to die. You get that same sign if one of your heroes is about to die. Their color runes will start to get cracked. And if that hero dies, they will become gray. At that point, you can click them to get rid of them. So... they are a nuisance, but they aren't a permanent, block out. There we go. Again, no point to this whole sorting thing. It's just, pass the time. There's still a few seconds left before I get to the next fight. That number that shows up, by the way, is the number of fights left before the last boss. So a nice little indicator there of how far you've gotten in the game so far. Sometimes you just kind of want to attack defensively to get rid of enemy chargers. Or status runes. You shut up. Nobody asked you. Eventually you'll start seeing runes that are square rather than round or diamond-shaped. Those are immobile, and they can be very problematic, especially if it's an enemy charger. Enemy chargers we'll see later in the game. Actually, there's some now. Sometimes enemy strikers will have a color. In those cases, they can only be destroyed by that particular hero that corresponds to that color. And I missed several chances to power up there, but oh well. More examples of square chargers. colored enemy chargers are kind of annoying in that you can't actually clear them with an attack. You have to mix them in with normal, hero chargers and mash them to make a striker. That's how you get rid of those. There's a lot to know about this game, but there's a pretty good tutorial about it, so. There we go. For Hero Strike! I'll probably be showing off some of these abilities fairly soon here as the difficulty ever rises. That's pretty lucky there. A lot of the time you're going to end up with 5 of these runes left over, sometimes 8. If you end up with only 2, that's actually pretty lucky. Okay, give me something good here. A defensive maneuver there. You want to try to avoid lining up the same color chargers on the same line of the Fate Stream, because you don't get as much chance to get multipliers. I can see some of those status runes here. I'm not going to go over all of their effects because there are frankly a lot of them and I don't remember all of them. But some of them are pretty darn scary and good to know. Like for instance bombs, which change an entire line of the Fate Stream into enemy chargers and strikers. Let's get rid of that line of chargers. It's got pretty good music. As you beat the game more and more, you start to unlock different tracks. So that's pretty much the bulk of the game right there. And there's a lot more to it, but really the best way to find out is to actually play this game. It's not that expensive. Like no more than $5 on Steam. And again, I pay like $1.49 of my Steam wallet money from selling cards from other games. I'm not gonna collect those cards and get those badges and whatever. Money racket, that's what it is. And I'm winning. Because the only way to win is not to play. Oh boy. This is a mid-boss. Freaking Dinosaurus here. I don't know what his actual name is, but he's not very pleasant and I want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Especially because the longer I take to actually defeat this guy, the faster the Fate Stream becomes, the more unmanageable things become, and it just gets scary. Now some of these enemy chargers and runes are going to start taking more than one hit to clear. However, if you do chain 2 strikers in the same row, as an enemy charger or rune that takes more than 1 hit, it will take as many hits as there are chargers in that row, which can lead to clearing those out pretty fast. As far as I've seen so far, there is not any time where runes and chargers are going to take more, runes and strikers rather, are going to take more than 3 hits to remove. But I have not played on hard yet, so I could be proven wrong at any point. Ah boy. Wall of text. Look at that. That's the threat gone, but still, I'm missing a lot of opportunities, I'm sure. Boom! That's you down. I haven't taken any deaths yet. And boom, and boom. Okay. Next area. Let's get started. We're about halfway through now. A little less than halfway through, but you know. It's always good to get through that mid-boss. I'm gonna say this, sometimes it is kind of difficult to colored enemy strikers, by the way. It is kind of hard to get things to go where you want them to go sometimes. It can get pretty aggravating, especially when things are just nearing the end of the Fate stream, you want to match them up and you just barely miss because you're an idiot. I'm basically speaking about you, but I'm actually speaking about me. Something like that. Especially when you're like 2 steps away from making a Super Striker and it either falls off the end of the Fate stream because it didn't click just right, or it gets annihilated by a freaking enemy. Wait for a second here. See if we can get more strikers in the game here. I kind of want to make Super Striker here. Yes! No! That is the second time in this playthrough. Lame! Okay. Let's see if we can set another one up here. Yes! Wait for stuff to appear on the screen, then clear it off. Give me something good. Give me something useful. Give me something edible. I want to eat my Fate stream. Okay. Clear some more stuff off here, and boom! Okay. Now clear as much as we can. And there we go. Hey! It's pretty often happened that I only had 2 runes left here. Not really that close to another ability on any character yet. I see that our cleric is pulling ahead though. 2-hit enemy charger. Striker, whatever, one of those. Things are not getting aligned as I want them to. No, don't do that. Okay. Example of a colored enemy charger that I would have to clear out with my own chargers. No. There. Give me a charger. Striker. I keep messing those storms up. One is one and the other is the other. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There we go. Couple of defensive moves here. No! I did not include everything I wanted to include in that. Clear that off. See if we can make a Super Striker. It's kind of a risky move to make those, but it can pay out. There we go. 1 and boom! I don't know if that green text means I heal them. I don't think it does, but the fact that it's green kind of worries me. Ooh. Just barely. Haven't needed to use any of my abilities yet. I'm gonna say as well, like I said, this game does not stop. It is not a casual game. When you start this game, expect, like, if you're going to get to the end, expect to be playing this game for at least 45 minutes. It's like I played like 3 or 4 rounds of this last night after I bought it, and like all of a sudden it's like 2:30 in the morning. It's like, where did the time go? I don't even know. Doctor, save me! Where did my time go? And boom! 248! And another 148. Okay. There. Also, as I am doing this live, I do notice that there are some comments coming in. Unfortunately, I really don't have the opportunity to respond to comments at this time, because this game does not stop until it's over. Boom! Alright. So I can get a little closer here to another attack ability. There. Take that. To clear you off with these two. Clear this off there. Good. And and that happens sometimes. Like, you mean to clear something off and you move it instead. You might accidentally double-click and end up clearing something that you wanted to save. I almost got frozen. So far I'm doing really well though. I've missed some level up opportunities early on, but I've taken little damage after the rather disastrous first battle. And I haven't taken a status rune yet, but now that I've said something, I'm sure I've just jinxed myself. They're due to die pretty soon, I think. There you go. And I think we're due for another mini-boss shortly. I think. Missed the sorting opportunities. Although, was there more than one mini-boss, or I don't know. To be completely honest, I actually have not been playing with the music on. Kind of a tendency of mine. I generally don't play with music on, but I turn it on for stream because, like, seriously. It is the game's music after all. Deserves to be mentioned. Super Striker, bam! Shall not siphon my health this day, Mr. Death. Oh, no you shan't. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that for a second here, so I can clear all of this at once. Also to note, if you make any sort of combo, the Fate stream will stop very briefly. Give you an opportunity to kind of catch up a little bit if you need to. Oh jeez. I almost got hit by that siphon health thing there. But, just barely pulled the victory off in time. Getting ever closer to the final boss now. Aw man. Left with 8 extra runes here. A rare occurrence, but very annoying when it does happen. All of a sudden, Cacodemon! Why not? Admit it, guys. This is a freaking Cacodemon. Developers? 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 Yeah, this guy. Also, the Fate stream is getting a little faster than I like. Starting to attack rather defensively, but still surviving. Oh, that was a little close. Slam! Oh, here we go. Super Striker. Wait for a board to fill up, and then BAM! The enemy is starting to crack up here. And there we go. Cacodemon has been defeated, despite us not having any sort of rocket launchers or anything. We are not Doomguy, but we are the next best thing. We are the Dungeon Hearts. Dungeon Hearts. Oh goodness, I really don't like this guy, and I probably will be using one of my abilities here. And boom! Let's wait for that to reach the end of the board as usual. 9.8 times! And I hit him for like all of the damage. Actually, I think green might mean it comes from my green. They have names, but I don't know what they are. I am the ultimate superfan of Dungeon Hearts. Oh goodness. Yep! This is where I use Frenzy! Just click the button like crazy and you'll inflict all kinds of crazy damage and get your enemy down pretty fast. Yeah, that was getting frightening there. I was gonna lose someone if I didn't use one of my abilities. The penultimate area, ladies and gentlemen. I think there are like 3 fights left. Wow, I was way off. No, this is the area before the penultimate area, because I know how to count! Music has very much changed again here. No! God dang it. Well, that's the first status rune I've taken, I believe. Not sure what it does. I don't remember what plus does. My advice, just destroy every status rune you find, because not one of them is good. Boop. Boop. And clear. Clear! Alright, little bunny boy is on the ropes. A few more good hits should do it. There we go. And we're very close to getting our last ability here. I would go over all of the abilities, but I don't really have the opportunity to do so. Really, I would have had to start using every ability as I got it, to really show you each one of them. So take this as an opportunity to go find this out yourself. Go buy this game. It is a good game. This. and clear map. Autobots, transform and roll out. 2, 1, and boom! At least 500 damage there. Our enemy is clinging for the rest of its afterlife here before getting destroyed. At this point, we have gained all of the abilities, so leveling up further will just, as one would expect, increase our killing power, as well as our living power. What I find interesting, though, is the fact that it does show numbers for damage taken, but you never actually see any life values from anyone, be it yourself or the enemy. Need to mash this one up, but with what? Okay, that works. Some of the nasty effects you can get is like poison, obviously. Take damage over time. Wall, which prevents you from attacking the monster with the affected player until the wall is broken. The affected hero, rather. That fist with the cross through it, I'm not sure what it does. Probably prevents you from attacking. There is also silence, which prevents you from using special attacks. There's a critical hit, which hits the hero affected as well as the one below and above it. Him or her. Now we are starting to get close to the end here. Clear, there we go. Got all of it. Black Naga! Your soul is mine. Kind of close quarters here. Hand didn't actually manage to hit the green thing. I'm gonna use an attack. Skewer! Basically, whatever attack you do decide to use, it will take pretty much the same amount of time to charge your attack back up, so feel free to use your strongest attack whenever you have it available. However, in the case of, let's say, your cleric, you definitely want to be careful which move you use with the cleric, because they don't all do the same thing. What you've just seen is freeze, which will freeze the affected hero's runes until the effect passes. Clear it off. Everything I could? What are we at now? I think now we're at 3. Yes, we are. I believe this guy is called the Grimoire. I know this because I actually looked at him in the bestiary. I was not about to say the word that you thought I was going to say. I do not condone such things. Remember, Coolio says playtime is with humans. Anyway, awkward moments aside, So, I know that this one here will cause the Fate Stream to move way faster. And it's already moving fast enough as it is. Don't need that. Come on. You and clear you out. Boom! Big hit! 283. That one. And cleared off the Grimoire. This now. This is the penultimate area. Alright, 2 left. You again. Great. Fortunately, my attack skill is at the ready. I'll be able to make use of that if my Fate Stream gets a little congested. Where we start seeing 2-hit static chargers. They're going to become very annoying. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this. So I've pretty much shown you all of Red's abilities here. Might use one of Green's abilities next. If it starts getting to be a cluster truck. I said truck. Anyway. Line these up here. Get rid of that freeze. This guy loves to bomb, though, and he throws off a lot of them at once. Rockin' friggin' music here. As pointed out, a lot of bombs, which are a lot of problems, which are going to become even more problematic. Wrong ability. And I've just killed my cleric. Great. Yeah, that ability slows down your Fate Stream, but doesn't exactly help if there is something right at the edge of your Fate Stream that is going to murder you. And this is not the first time I do this, ladies and gentlemen. You'd think I had learned my lesson by now, but really I haven't. Goodness. This one reduces the enemy attack, and by which I mean defense. Yep, one last hit is what it took. Now I am pretty much completely powerless going into the final enemy before the boss. One strategy would be to try to make this next round last for as long as possible to charge up power, but keep in mind, the longer you are fighting, the faster the Fate Stream will be moving. No blind. Blind will reduce accuracy and give a chance for your attacks to actually miss. No! No one's dead yet. That's the important thing, I suppose. Ah, god dang it! I tried to move that one. As you can probably tell, I'm really enjoying this music. Oh, god dang it. Here's where it starts to get really intense. This guy's blocks aren't even cracked yet. Got two people who are blind. Which is that much more chance to miss. As you might be able to see, some of my attacks are doing 0 damage. That is how the game processes a miss. How long does blind last? Is it really gonna last until the end of the fight, or unless I cure it? I can't cure right now. Clear it! That's not really all it took? Alright, well, at least we'll be able to see the last boss. As far as defeating it, I don't think we have much of a chance, but we will definitely give it a try. Heal up as much as possible here. And here it is! The boss of Dungeon Hearts. As you can see, our Fate Stream is starting. There is nothing on here until this little animation here is done. I'm trying to relax my my wrist as this is happening. Now here's where the game starts to get tricksy, because this dragon can actually directly manipulate the flow of the Fate Stream. All of a sudden, this Fate Stream will be starting to go really, really fast, and then it might stop completely, and then pick right up again. It is your duty as the heroes, the Dungeon Hearts as it were, to keep up with these changes as they happen. What, didn't you get the memo? You know, we really appreciate your participation here, but we don't think you're actually cut out for this job. Try again later. By later, I mean never, because you're fired. No, but anyway. Oh, here we go. Chance for a supercharger. Super Striker. One of those things. Anyway, there we go. Big hit there. As you can see, the Fate Stream is moving at a very fast rate. Not much time to think, just act. And suddenly the Fate Stream starts going at a more manageable speed because I don't even know. Clear this dude out here. Might be able to pull off another Super Striker if I'm lucky. Super Striker, bam! Not a very big hit there though, only for 102. When you're deploying a Super Striker, you want to try to get as many different colors of normal strikers as possible. Here's an example of the Fate Stream just stopping for whatever reason, but then it freaking flies through like a bat out of hell. One way or the other, Meatloaf would be proud. And then it stops when I really need it to stop. Okay. Just a moment to recuperate, build the Super Striker. Not actually get much damage out of it, but it's something and it clears out the board. Might actually have a chance after all here. Here we go. Have a striker out here. Dang it. I want to line that up. Oh, he's starting to crack up. Might have Doug in this fight. Just a little more. Not much more to go. There we go. Boom. The dragon has been defeated. However, I don't know if it's because we're playing on normal here, but then our heroes, having outlived their purpose, are absorbed into the nether. And that is the last that we have heard from them. Unfortunately, it doesn't say you win or something, it just says game over, which is kind of disappointing. But that was a pretty good run. 51 minutes, as you see there. Let's check out the leaderboards. Why not? Oh, it doesn't actually... I'll tell you why not. It doesn't actually capture on OBS's game capture. So, too bad for that. As you can see, we've gained 24 experience. Also, a new soundtrack is unlocked every time you beat the game, which you can see here. I've beaten it 3 times now. And you can take that experience to the store, where you can put in additional abilities for specific fighters or for everyone. There are many different abilities that will help you get through the game a lot easier. As you can see, I have 10% chance to ignore incoming hexes. You can upgrade that further here. They can increase energy gain, increase healing, increase slow skill, all sorts of things here. Yeah, the bestiary, where you can see all the different monsters that I can't cycle through because I don't know why, but if I switch back to it, it's just fine. I'm not a rabbit, I'm a lagomorph. As you can see, I've unlocked a fair amount of the different monsters available here. There's a couple here that I haven't seen yet. And the dark one. Oh man. Let's see if I can find that cacodemon thing. It's called the Gazer, apparently. Probably a reference to the Beholder from Dungeons and Dragons lore. And description of all the runes. As you can see, many different kinds of runes. Alright, so that was Dungeon Hearts. Basically just wanted to show this off because it's a really good game and go buy it right now. Hope everyone had a happy and safe Halloween. Ones of you who are going out for the night, be safe as well because you never know what to expect when everyone is wearing a mask. And things like that. So, I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.